Make today iconic.
What is up, guys? It's Upcom Sports here with the Brooklyn Nets Super Realistic Rebuild, part 1 of the series. Here are the objectives for the Nets in this one. And if you're new, make sure you become my 300th subscriber. And if you do, then make sure to leave a comment. And if you guys are new also, I do use Trade Override for my realistic rebuilds, and this is just to give it more realism. So 2K is not the most realistic sim engine or trade engine, but I do try to explain why I make these trades. After the trades and during the trades, I'll talk it over, and you guys can disagree with the trade, say it's not realistic, just leave a comment if you want to, or you can agree with it and also leave a like if you would like. But here is the Nets roster. They are on a tear this season. Even though they're under 500, no one expected them to be this good, mainly because of D'Angelo Russell. He has ice in his veins, as this clip is going to show right here. Shot over Kuzma and the Lakers. That shot gives me chills every time I watch it. I still don't know why. Well, I know about the cap space. I don't know why they traded D'Angelo Russell. It could have worked with him and Lonzo Ball, I think. And yeah, this team's really good. Not the best players in the world, but they make it work. I'm also going to be using storylines for the NBA draft, and I'm going to be using the accurate rosters up until 2023 when LeBron James Jr. is in the draft. And storylines, basically, if you don't know what this is, it'll mix up the ratings and the overalls, the potential. So I won't know what any of the potentials are except for the scouting. That'll make it a lot more interesting. I'm also going to be using player mentorship, a new feature in 2K this season, or this year. And basically, younger guys can be mentored by veterans, learn their badges, and I think that's pretty cool. So Jared Allen can be mentored by Ed Davis, Harris LeVert by Alan Crabb. Here's the rotation. We are in start today mode, so this is what the Nets are going with in real life. So we're going to keep it like that for this season. We're going to keep the coach, the system, everything the same. And I think there's like 5 games left in the season, 5 or 6. So here you guys see Kenny Atkinson defensive system. So James Harden is going to win the MVP. Historic season for him, averaging 36 points per game. Luka Rookie of the Year. Giannis Defensive Player. Mike Budenholzer Coach of the Year. All NBA teams looking like this. I don't think we're going to have anyone on any of the teams. Maybe D'Angelo Russell, but yeah, he did not make it. Checking out the standings, we did make the playoffs. 6th seed for the Nets, which is really good for this team. I mean, they have no real superstar. D'Angelo Russell is just starting to become that, but we are going to play the Sixers in the first round. And here you guys see the stats. Everyone did pretty solid, and I don't think we're going to win in the playoffs, but here in the first round against the Sixers, if we even get 1 or 2 games, that would be really nice. Get some experience, even though I don't know what's going to happen in the offseason yet. Don't know if we're going to bring back D'Lo. Don't know if Kyrie's going to come, maybe, potentially, but I mean, it's a competitive series right now, 3-2. Can we force a game 7? We're going to lose in 6, but definitely something to look forward to right there. Russell with a nice game right there in game 6. Also Joe Harris with a 20-point game, but this team's just loaded. Butler, Redick, Embiid, Harris, and Ben Simmons. So these finals are going to be the Rockets and the Celtics. The Warriors lost in 7, so that's pretty cool. And it looks like the Rockets are going to win in 6. Harden is the finals MVP. So here in the draft lottery, we don't have a lottery pick, but we do have actually 2 first-round picks. The Nuggets pick and also our pick at 17. With the 17th pick in the draft, we're going to select a guy that fell here, Grant Williams out of Tennessee, 6'7" power forward, 236, and he can pretty much do it all. Can play defense, can score, can pass the ball. So, and with the Nuggets pick, we're going to select a center, Bruno Fernando out of Maryland, 6'10", was also in the NCAA tournament, and he's more of a traditional center. He's not going to be taking too many threes. He'll get rebounds and play some defense. And with our second round pick, we're going to select Zach Norvell Jr., a more experienced player out of college, out of Gonzaga, 6'5" shooting guard. And he's a very good scorer, can play a little bit of defense as well. And here in free agency, we've got a lot of cap space, and Jimmy Butler has been rumored. want to come to Brooklyn or New York. So we're going to offer him a max deal. We'll throw, I guess, Tobias Harris a deal as well. He'd be a nice little stretch for us, maybe even a small forward. So we'll throw him a deal, a 4-year deal with a player option. And then we'll go after, I guess, one more guy, Kyrie Irving. Some people have rumored him having interest in the Nets, so, I mean, we'll go for it. And we end up signing Jimmy Butler to a max deal. D'Angelo Russell, we also gave a pretty big deal to. And this is going to be our 2 stars of the future. We weren't able to re-sign or sign anyone else because of those contracts. But, I mean, this team's still pretty solid. A playoff team for sure. And hopefully D'Lo takes the next step. And Jimmy Butler's just going to bring that experience and that star power at the 3. And we'll send Zach Norvell to the G League. Hopefully he progresses nice. And we'll keep the same coach. At the All-Star break, Jimmy Butler and also D'Angelo Russell are going to be All-Stars, so nothing too crazy right there. At the trade deadline, checking out how we're doing. We're currently the number 3 seed in the East, so definitely an improvement from last season. And hopefully we stay there or go up, and that would be really nice. We want some home court in the playoffs. Stephen Curry's going to win the MVP on the Warriors, 37 a game. John Morant, Rookie of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player. And all NBA teams looking like this. Hopefully Jimmy Butler makes a defensive team. Looks like he actually did not make a defensive team. But Grant Williams doing a little bit of everything on All-Rookie First Team. Checking out the standings, we were the number 1 seed in the East. No way did I expect this at the beginning of the season. But, I mean, we were pretty good defensively. Playing the Celtics in the first round. No Kyrie Irving though. And here are the stats. Jimmy Butler, a little bit disappointing as far as scoring goes, but everything else is pretty good. He's a really good defender, so we will take those numbers. Checking out the team stats on offense, we were a little bit above average. Top 5 defense though. So in the first round, let's see if we can finally win a playoff series for the Nets in a long time. We lose game 1. Karis LeVert is injured, so I did substitute him out. And I think Joe Harris is starting, but we're down 2-1 to the Celtics. 2-2. Can we come back? We are at home in Brooklyn, and we lose that one in Boston. Can we force a game 7? We actually
got him! Got him!
Are you serious, bro? What the? This happens so much in 2K. How are we the 1 seed and we lose in 6 to a Kyrie Irving-less Celtics? Like, what the? That meme is so accurate right now. Like, I don't even know what happened. Jimmy Butler kind of choked, though. So, we'll move past that first round and go to the finals. Rockets, Sixers. Let's see who wins this. Rockets going back-to-back, and they are Harden Finals MVP. So we're kind of screwed here because draft lottery time, we're not going to have a good pick, and we just lost in the first round. So with our first round pick, we're going to select Killian Hayes, pretty much a project point guard out of France. Very athletic, a little bit of a passer, and can score the ball. So he can do a little bit of everything, but we need to unlock his potential. After the offseason, this is what the team is looking like. Jimmy Buckets is our best player. D'Angelo Russell, also a 90. Pretty much the same team, and we don't have cap space anymore to sign any big-time guys, so just a bunch of veterans on the team now. And this is the rotation. Karis LeVert is still going to start at the 2. And then Grant Williams, Jared Allen. Our bench is looking pretty nice as well, so Zach Norvell is going to get some minutes off the bench, and we'll send Killian Hayes to the G League. Same coach, different system though. And at the All-Star break, again, Jimmy Buckets and D'Lo are going to be on the All-Star team, so no surprises there, but we'll see if Grant Williams ever makes a team. And at the trade deadline, we are currently out of the playoff race at 27-27. Don't know what happened to our team. But I'm going to try to find a trade because we are missing some scoring. So I'm going to try to find a scoring 2 guard if I can. So So I found a trade that I really like here. We're going to reunite the Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell backcourt from the Lakers. And we're going to give up 2 second-round picks and also Joe Harris. I do like Joe Harris, but we need some scoring right now. Clarkson averaging 18 points per game on the Cavs. This is what the rotation looks like now. We are going to start Clarkson. Him and D'Lo are going to go at it in the backcourt with Butler. I really like this team now. I mean, hopefully Clarkson gives us some good scoring. And the MVP is going to be James Harden for this season. Jaden McDaniels, Rookie of the Year. James Wiseman, 6th Man. John Wall, Most Improved. And Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. All NBA teams looking like this. Looks like no one made a team, no defensive teams. I don't even know if we made the playoffs. So, checking out the standings, we were...
Boy, if you don't...
9th seed in the East. We just missed the playoffs. How do we miss the playoffs with this team in the East? What? Oh, okay. I don't know what to do at this point, but here are the stats you see. Clarkson still kept up his scoring, so... In the finals, again, the Rockets 3 times in a row in the finals. James Harden is going crazy against the Pistons, so we'll see. They win 3 in a row. So we are in the draft lottery this year. Don't know why, but we are. 13th pick, and we are going to stay at pick 13. With the 13th overall pick, I'm going to select Jalen Johnson, a pretty athletic shooter out of Wisconsin, 6'8", so he's got some good size on him. And he's going to probably be in the G League for the first season, and he might replace Jimmy Butler if we don't bring him back. So this is our team after the offseason. D'Angelo Russell is now the best player. I think Jimmy Butler is starting to regress. We did give Jared Allen a contract extension, pretty big extension for a center. And yeah, this is what the team is looking like. We're pretty much capped out for this remainder of this season and the next season. So we got to do something in these playoffs. And rotation, basically the same. We're going to run a 9-man rotation though. That might help us out a little bit, I don't know. But we'll send Jalen Johnson to the G League, as I said. And we did hire a new coach. So all-star team for this season, D'Angelo Russell again, Jimmy Butler again on the all-star team. But at this point it means nothing if we don't win. And at the trade deadline, checking out how we're doing, we are currently the number 2 seed in the East. So, I mean, it's a big improvement from last season. We just got to keep it up. And we will see what happens in the playoffs. We got to win more than one series. So at this point, James Harden is just completely taking over the league. MVP again. He's already won 3 Finals MVP in a row. So I don't know who's going to stop him. Maybe us, but we got to get to the finals first. And Grant Williams, okay, already All-NBA 3rd team. Probably because of the passing. He's almost close to averaging a triple-double. But Jimmy Butler finally gets on a defensive team. And... checking out the standings, we did finish as the number 2 seed just behind the Sixers, so we're going to have home court probably throughout until the conference finals. Playing the Miami Heat, we should beat them easily. And player stats, D'Lo's been kind of a letdown as well, but Zach Norvell, though, as the starting shooting guard, 15 points per game. We like to see that, playing defense as well. On offense, we were 11. On defense, we were number 2. We are on the bottom half of the bracket, so we would not meet the Sixers or the Raptors until the conference finals. But we are 2-0 on the Heat. We should probably sweep them, but they do get a game here. 2-1, 2-2. Okay, please don't blow this. Wow, we are down 3-2 to the Heat right now. What is this? What kind of stuff is this right now? We better win. Close game. And we do pull it out by 7. Game 7. I don't know why we're going to a Game 7, but we are. This team's not even good. But 4th quarter, and we do blow them out. Zach Norvell showing out as the starter. And yeah, they only have Jaden McDaniels. 2nd round of the playoffs now. Battle of New York against the Knicks. We win Game 1. This one's huge. This one is big. 1-1 now. 2-1 the Knicks. Are they going to go up 3-1? 2-2. Karis LeVert gets hurt. So we're going to have to take him out. He was off the bench though, so it doesn't impact us too much. And Clarkson will just fill in right there. So big game right here, game 5. They take it. Can we force a game 7? I'll hop in if it's close. And it might be a little bit close. Alright, time for an epic comeback right here. Oh, we're going to have an open guy in the corner for 3.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay then. No way, Kyrie. What?
Okay.
Okay, we got to get a bucket here. Jimmy Butler, give me a post fade right here.
Drake? Drake?
We got to get one bucket. Come on, we got to get... So, I don't know what that was, but we're just going to skip past that and act like that didn't happen. And yeah, this team's pretty good. They got Kyrie Irving, Jared Culver, a bunch of other little pieces. Zach Norvell had a pretty good game. D'Angelo Russell. We're just average. Like, no one did really good. So, this is the finals. Lakers and the Raptors. And let me know in the comments below what we should do with this team. What you guys think. Should we move on from Jimmy Butler? Should we trade for another star? Should we just go full rebuild? Let me know in the comments. But can D'Lo lead the Nets to the finals? Watch part 2 to find out. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment on the road to 300 subscribers.